Hi, I'm Maggie Harding with the Graphic 45 design team. Today I'm going to make some napkin rings and place cards. I'm using the Botanicabella collection from Graphic 45. This is the Deluxe Collector's Edition. It's one of their early releases that's been released again. This is a beautiful collection with lots of really pretty fall colors. I'll be using Summer Sonata, that's this page, and I'll be using Botanicabella. I'll be fussy cutting some of the butterflies from around the edge, and I'm using Eden Symphony, and I'll be fussy cutting some of the little fruit clusters from this page. Now from this paper, I have cut a little rectangle that is 2¼ inches wide by 3 inches long. And we're going to take this and we're going to score it at 1/2 inch from each side. Okay. And we're going to be attaching it to our tags like so. Now, I'm going to take my corner rounder and just clip these corners just a little bit so that when I put my design paper on the tag, the corners will match up. Okay, now to attach the base, that's this part right here, I'm going to put some glue. I'm attaching it to the front of the tag. And to help me get my tags lined up, I'm just going to use this ruler here for a straight edge. Just bump my tag up against that, and that way I know they'll be nice and straight. I've cut 2 little rectangles here. Actually, I've already trimmed this one up, but round the corners on one end. Okay, and the reason I only attached it at the bottom was so that I could take my craft knife. I'm just going to cut around this grommet right here. Don't worry if it doesn't come out perfectly. It's going to be covered up anyway. Wow, that one came out perfect. That was lucky. But if it's not perfect, it doesn't matter because it's going to be covered, so it doesn't matter. Then I'll just finish up by putting a little glue on here. Next thing we're going to do is just take a little piece of jute twine or whatever you want to use, thread it through, and just tie a knot. And I'm gonna pull this knot to the bottom side here. Okay, now here I have some twine that I've just looped up and to make a bow. And I'm going to put that in here. Now, from the sticker sheet, I've cut a little piece of this border sticker. That's this one, 2½ inches wide. On this side, we're going to adhere some fruit, and I'm going to use foam tape to pop it up. And then I have a butterfly here that I fussy cut. And we'll just, so you just want to position the butterfly so that you have room for someone's name here towards the bottom. I don't know who this is going to be for, so I'm not going to put the name yet, but I do have one with a name. Yeah, there's one where I put a name on it. So there you have it. These are pretty simple to make, and they're pretty. Okay, let's make some napkin rings. These are really easy to make. I made them from a toilet paper roll. You could use a paper towel roll. And I just do this real quick and easy. I measure, for these, I measured 1.5 inches. And I just made a couple of marks. And then I kind of flattened the roll. I just took my big old Timmy scissors and cut straight across. Don't worry about the fact that your roll got mushed a little bit, because we're going to cover it with burlap and paint. It's going to be just fine. So here's one that I've already prepared. I've painted it with copper acrylic paint inside and out. I just wanted it to have a nice finished look, even though it's going to be covered with burlap. Now I'm using some burlap ribbon from Petaloo, but you can use any kind of burlap you have, cut it to fit or whatever. It's 5.5 inches long, and this piece is actually 2 inches wide, but the little fringe part will cover over the edges. Now I'm going to use score tape to adhere it, just because that's nice and easy. It works well. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, take a little bit of this jute cord. I'm just going to wrap it around the center just for a little interest. So this piece of cord is about 1 foot long, and I'm going to use this Tombow glue just because I think it works really well with fabric and ribbons and things like that. Now I've already tied a bow here, just a simple little bow with five loops, and I'm going to put that on here, and I'm going to add a piece of chipboard from the chipboard that comes with this collection. Now if you want to have a nice finished look, I always like to take and sand off these little pieces where the chipboard was attached. Just makes it look a little nicer. There we go. Nice and simple, but it's really pretty, I think.